What's up guys, Buckling One here and welcome to I suppose something that was quite inevitable really on my channel. This is my first impressions video of the new Battlefront Beta that was just released today by DICE and EA, and I've been playing around with it for quite some time, but I just want to give you my first impressions, how I think the gameplay is, how I think what's good, what's bad, not necessarily bad but maybe what could be improved, and just how I feel about it overall after playing with it for, you know, maybe about 2 or 3 hours now. I have played with it for about 2 to 3 hours like I just said, and I know it's not like the longest time to have played with it just to be able to do like an in-depth kind of review, but this is more of like a first impressions just to see what my initial thoughts are and whether they change as I put more and more time into the game. I have reached the level cap at the moment now, which is level 5. I suppose it's not really that hard to reach because it's only like the 5th level, and I've unlocked all the weapons and things like that. I haven't unlocked all the pickups though, but I have unlocked all the weapons so far. I think I need to double check that though. But anyway, the gameplay you're watching right now is my very first game of Drop Zone. Hadn't played it before. This was the first time that I launched into the Battlefront Beta, and you'll see throughout the gameplay that I'm still getting used to the controls. I think I'm trying to change the settings and stuff like that, so just bear with it. It is some good gameplay though. I actually absolutely stomped all over the enemy team. I think I went on a really good kill streak until I died the first time. Yeah, what do I want? What do I like about it so far? Pretty much everything, to be honest. The graphics are brilliant. From my own point of view, I actually really like the graphics. Can't complain about them at all. Especially there's some nice authentic Star Wars things thrown in there as well, like the swipe fades between the mini cutscenes, and the explosions are really true to the Star Wars explosions. The laser shots as well, you know, they look exactly on point. And the map as well that we have, Sullust, the map is just, it's gorgeous. Like, the backdrop is really nice, and the detail, I suppose, in the level design is really nice. On top of that as well, as always expected from DICE, the audio design is just, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you hear the explosions, you can almost feel the explosions. They're that well designed. The shots from the blaster rifles are just impeccable. They sound exactly like they should sound, and just the general ambience as well. I mean, the footsteps, what's going on in the background as well. Brilliant. Like, it's really good, and I suppose it's not nice to say it's no less than I expected, but you know, it is DICE we're talking about, and they are always known for their absolutely brilliant sound design, if anything else. Now, gameplay as well is something that took me a little bit to get used to, I'm not gonna lie, but I actually for the most part enjoy the changes that are made. I mean, the first thing that really struck me is you don't have a secondary weapon and you don't have a reload. So you can't really reload your blaster rifle, and you can't change your weapon unless you have one of those power cards, I think they're called, or whatever, where you can get like a sniper rifle and things like that, and that's pretty cool. The one thing I was kind of surprised, I suppose, to see is that your thermal detonator grenades, just like normal grenades I suppose, actually recharge. So I think it takes like 5 seconds for you to get a new grenade, which could be quite worrying, especially, you know, if you have a group of people just standing and they're just literally nade spamming an area. You know, something that could be maybe tweaked a little bit. I haven't had any issues with it yet so far, but that's not to say that we could have some issues. But yeah, I think that the time to kill is pretty satisfying, to be honest. It's not too high and it's not too low either. You know, you can get into some nice little firefights without, you know, insta death, and you know, you're not kind of sitting there for, you know, shooting away at someone going, why is this guy not dying? I'm after putting like 10 rounds into him. I think it's at quite a good place at the moment, and I hope they keep it in and around that. I really like as well the way that the reticles work and the kind of the zoom on the scope. Yeah, the hip fire is great, like it's really good, but I like the way the zoom in kind of works as well. It's really good. It feels nice, it responds very well, the controls are very tight as well, which is something that, you know, you really want, especially in a first person shooter. That's something that it's important, really, very important, and I think they've nailed it down. Game mode as well. drop zone. We might as well talk about that for a bit. I'm not sure what to make of it. I mean, it's fun, I suppose, for the most part. It's nice that you have these random objectives kind of spawning all over the map and you have to kind of scramble to get there. My only beef with it, I suppose, is the fact that it can be quite predictable for the spawns for the enemies. So it can be quite easy to just position yourself around the objective and just prevent the enemy from getting to the objective too easily, I think, because of the fact that the spawns are just, they're so predictable. I think they definitely need to be tweaked. The one thing that I'm not really liking though at the moment is the buddy system, or whatever they call it. Can't remember at the moment, but it's where you have this one teammate that you can respawn on, similar to the way that it works in Battlefield, but you can't actually select who it is. So that is quite annoying, because if you're buddied up with somebody who is not very good, chances are you're going to have to start from the back of the map all the time, which does get quite annoying. I'm not sure how it works with party as well. You know, if you're playing with your friends, I don't know if you can team up with them like that. That's something that I have to look into as well. I just need to find someone to actually jump into a game with me. I'll do that down the line at some stage. I'm not sure what they're going for here with the way that you can't respawn on someone that you select, or they've gotten rid of teams altogether, which is fair enough. Like, teams are quite good, but it does change the gameplay a little bit, and I do have to stress that I do know that this is not Battlefield. It is Battlefront. It is a different game. It's not a clone of Battlefield, so we can't expect every single thing from Battlefield to be in this game. But you have to remember as well that, you know, this game is designed by DICE, and obviously they're going to be influenced by the way that they design Battlefield as well. You know, of course they are. And I wish that they could, you know, if they're going to implement this feature into the game where you can spawn on someone, I wish that they could at least give you the option to select the person who you can spawn on. Maybe you can, I haven't found a way to do it yet, and I suppose it can be frustrating, but it's not like the end of the world either. I know this has been pretty much a quick video, but it is just a first impressions video, and I will be doing a lot more Battlefront related content over the next while, and I'm sure you're all delighted because YouTube doesn't have any Battlefront content in it whatsoever. Heavy sarcasm right there, and I know that YouTube is going to be absolutely just flooded with Battlefront content for the next little while this beta is out, and you know, that's to be expected because it's an open beta. Everyone's going to be wanting to play it. I want to make some more videos about this because it's a game that I've really been looking forward to for a long time now, and I really hope that it goes as well as I hope it goes. But this is just my first impressions video, guys. I'm definitely going to dive deeper into it. I'm going to put up some gameplay as well from the other game mode, the Walker game mode or whatever it's called, where you have to basically kill the ATs or defend the ATs depending on which side you're on. So yeah, I'll put up some of that soon. I'll put up more drop zone gameplay as well, and I'll be talking about Battlefront a lot more. But for now, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Buckling1. I'll see you in my next video.